fun things about owning an older used RV is customizing it, upgrading it, getting something to replace an old component that maybe works a little better. One thing that is really easy to replace and very worthwhile to replace is the toilet. Now, the one that's in this older model is a Thetford, and it's 14 inches tall, which is right about this high approximately. Some of the manufacturers seem to think people were a lot shorter back then, and they put these little tiny toilets in. And this one is a new Thetford Aquamagic with a foot flush, and it's about 17.5 inches tall. And for your average full-size adult, that's a little more space you have for your knees and so on, just making it more comfortable. And the owner of this trailer is also suffering from some mobility issues. So when you are down close to the ground, it's a little harder to stand back up than if you're a little bit higher. So this is going to help him along those lines. If you want to raise your toilet for similar reasons, for example, one other option with Thetford is their toilet riser. They have this kit that's about a 2.5-inch riser, and it simply fits down on the floor, and then your original toilet bolts right down on top of it. It has all the same connections and so on that are used in a typical RV. So this is one option that's very useful and a little bit less expensive maybe than buying an entire toilet. However, the toilet's not that expensive, and it's one of those items you can replace. And this one also has the option of the hand flush little hose, which we're not installing today. But doing a toilet swap on an RV is one of the easier projects you can do. All you need is a 1/2-inch open-end wrench or socket and a pair of pliers or the correct size spanner wrench in order to get the plumbing off the back. So we're going to jump into the trailer here and see what we can do to be able to get the old toilet out, put in the new toilet, and make it a lot more comfortable and easier for the owners to use. The 1/2-inch open end makes fast work of removing the mounting bolt nuts. A pair of pliers works for loosening the plastic fitting, then disconnect it by hand. After removing the old toilet, we used a wadded-up paper towel in a plastic sack to temporarily block the black tank waste pipe. It made it a bit more pleasant to work in this enclosed space on a warm day. Next, we cleaned up the mounting surface area where the fiberglass shower pan had definitely yellowed. The new toilet is taller than the old one, so we needed to modify the water line. A trip to Home Depot scored a dual-ended 1/2-inch NPT flexible line that we used with a loop to extend the old pipe to the new toilet. A dual-ended NPT pipe coupling facilitated the connection between the old fitting and the flex line. The Thetford kit includes a new waste pipe gasket. Our old gasket was in good shape, so we eventually used the original instead. The new Aquamagic toilet is lightweight, so it's easy to work with. After setting the toilet in place and routing the mounting bolts through the base, we snugged it down with the 1/2-inch wrench. The last plumbing connections were made after positioning the toilet. We used a mirror to check the fittings for leaks when finished. We were in luck this time. With very little effort, a new Thetford Aquamagic 5 toilet can add a new level of comfortable functionality to your RV. For more information, log on